Hi, everyone. Welcome to our interview today. I'm Shannon Galladay, your personal cheerleader, helping you with your wellness, fitness, and overall life goals. I'm so excited to introduce you to my new friend, Melanie, and she's going to talk to us about organizing. She's a professional organizer, a mom too, and she has a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old. So she has a lot on her plate and she knows what it's like to be a busy mom and stay organized. So welcome, Melanie.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and to talk about how to get organized in your home and feel less stressed, especially as a busy mom.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, I'm excited to talk to you today because I think this is a great topic that, especially as busy moms, it's so easy to just get stressed and overwhelmed. And we have so much going on that the dishes pile up and the laundry pile ups and everything around. And then we just find ourselves walking over piles in our houses. So how did you get started in this organizing business?
Yeah, so I've actually been in business almost 5 years now. So before I started my business, I was actually an elementary school teacher. So I taught grade one. So was in charge of 22 6-year-olds. And
Wow.
I always knew I was an organized person, but I never really knew that that was I guess, a skill. I thought that everyone was organized, to be honest. And then my first year of teaching, some of the teachers told me that when I went home at night, the other teachers would come into my classroom and kind of look at how organized it was. And they were looking for some tips from me. And I was like, oh, everyone's not this organized. I guess I was younger and more naive about the situation. And then I started going to other people's classrooms and giving them tips. Fast forward a few years into teaching, and the whole Marie Kondo home edit thing became big. And then I found out that this was actually a career that people could get into, and that a lot of people have trouble keeping their home clean as well as organized. And when I went to university, I actually went to university and I have a degree in business. So I've always wanted to start my own business. So I kind of put my love of organizing and my background in business as well as working with smaller children together. And I started my own business in 2019, and here we are.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Wow, if you can keep your classroom organized with that many children, I mean, yeah, we definitely want to learn from you.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So what tips do you have, to moms that are feeling stressed out and they don't even know where to start? Like what tips would you give them?
Yeah, so I think that as a mom, it's very common to be stressed out. I mean, we have a lot of on our plate, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you own your own business or you work a 9 to 5. So we have a lot of stuff going on. I think that there's a lot, especially as moms, a lot of mental load, I call it. So not only do you have your work or your job as a stay-at-home mom, which in my opinion is more than a full-time job. It's a lot of work being a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
There's just a lot mentally going on. You have like daycare schedules, sports schedules, like lunches, et cetera, et cetera. So I find that what happens is the house kind of falls by the wayside and comes last. You might get to the cleaning, but you never actually get to organizing it. So my biggest tips is to start small. That is the key, is to start small. What I notice with a lot of clients is that they bite off more than they can chew. So maybe their kid's going to preschool for a few hours a day, so they think that, oh, this is a perfect time to organize my closet. They take everything out of their closet and then they get very overwhelmed. So what happens is now everything's out of their closet, it's all over their entire bedroom, their clothes are everywhere, and now they're like, uh-oh, now I have to go pick up my child. And then they get overwhelmed and now everything's out and they don't know what to do. And then they either leave it out or they just shove it all back in, which doesn't really help the situation. So the key is to start small. We're talking open up your nightstand drawer, do the junk drawer in your kitchen, do a small drawer first, a quick 10-15 minute project when you have some kid free time, then do the next small project. And then even if you do a small project once a week. That's a small area every week in your home that's getting done. And eventually your whole home will be done. Now, if you're looking at wanting to do a bigger project, I would suggest having some childcare, getting the grandparents to watch the kids. Maybe they go to school during the day. And if it's a big project, a big project like a closet or a kitchen, inviting a friend over to help you so that you know that you can get the project done in one day.
Absolutely. Thank you. Those are great tips. I love the idea of starting small because as you start small, you can build confidence. And as you
Mm,
build confidence, you're thinking, okay, I can do this. And then you might go to a bigger one. And, inviting a friend, having someone watch your children. I think those are really great tips because, the key here is we want to lower the stress, not increase the stress. And so those are great tips. So thank you so much. So with
exactly.
that, thinking about our mental health and our mental wellness, how do you think organizing can help our mental health?
Yeah, so I think that organizing is definitely goes hand in hand with mental health, especially like mine in particular. So I like things organized and I like things a certain way. And I find that when in general, there's a lot of clutter around your home, you get very stressed out because your mind is constantly going and thinking that's another thing I have to do. I have to load the dishwasher. It's adding to the mental load that we talked about earlier. So my motto is everything needs to have a home. So I know where my pencils are located. I know where the scissors are. I know where the first aid kit is because everything in my house has a home. So once everything in your house has a home, it's so easy to know where something is. So when you have guests over, when your husband's asking you where is something, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to start rummaging around your house looking for it. I know where the scissors are. Someone asks me, where's the first aid kit? I go, oh, it's in the laundry cupboard, top drawer on the right at the back. Like I know exactly where everything is in my home because everything has a home and because that's how I've set it up. So that's my goal for other moms is to ensure that everything has a home. It doesn't matter where the home is, it's just that you know where it is. And ideally, everyone else in your home knows where it is.
I love that. I mean, that just takes off the stress when you know everything has a home instead of, putting like your keys, like you put your keys somewhere different every time, then you'll feel
Mhm.
stressed out looking for them. But if you're thinking, okay, it has a home, and then you go straight to the location of where you know that's the home, just takes off the load, takes off the stress. Yeah. Thank you.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
think that's the key is that you want to like relieve your mental load as much as possible because you already have so much other things going around being a mom.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, thank you. That's great. So with that, which space in your home is the most favorite that you love to organize in your home or when you're working with clients? Where do you love to organize the most?
Yeah, so I have two favorite spaces. I love playrooms. I think that's due to me being a teacher before, is that I love organizing toys and even like small toys like Polly Pockets, Barbie accessories, Legos. I just love organizing really tiny things, which most people don't, but that brings me joy. And the main one that we organize for lots of clients as well as in my own house is the kitchen. The kitchen has a lot of various items of different sizes, shapes, and uses. So that's the number one that we organize is the kitchen. Now, the kitchen, I wouldn't recommend doing yourself unless you have a lot of time and a lot of assistance to do it because it's definitely one of the biggest projects you can take on in your home.
Oh, absolutely. Wow, that's awesome. You like the little ones. We have a
Yeah.
lot of those with our
The,
daughters.
mic-
Yeah.
the micro organizing, I call it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So, as you're organizing these spaces, where do you find things to organize? Do you find things online? Do you like to shop at a specific store?
Yeah, so pretty much for our clients, we include shopping. We offer all-inclusive packages, so we include shopping. So the main three places that I like to shop, number one is at Amazon because they ship directly to your house, as well as you can read reviews for like the quality, etc. I also really like IKEA. IKEA is really good for budget-friendly organizational products. I also find that they last really well. Like the quality is pretty good considering the lower price point, as well as Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire has a lot of higher and more expensive bins. You can also find organizing products at places such as HomeSense, London Drugs. My only hesitation for people is that if you buy products there, if you go the next week, they might not have them anymore. So I do caution people that if you buy something, but you might need like one more later on, you might not be able to find it again. Whereas Canadian Tire, IKEA, and Amazon, you will be able to get it again.
Oh, that's good to know. And just for our viewers, so Melanie is in Canada here, and so we have some viewers from Canada as well. But I think those are great places, whether, regardless of where you live. Like I know there's IKEA and Amazon definitely here in the United States, and so it's great to like have a full list of resources to find things. So thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yes, and in the state, sorry, in the States, you have the Container Store, which is, in my opinion, the holy grail of organizing products. So I would go there. If you're American, you go to the Container Store, but we don't have that. So we go to the store is called Canadian Tire, but go to it's called the Container Store. You go there.
Oh, that's good to know. The container. I don't think I've been to the Container Store, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. And so what is your favorite part about helping your clients get organized?
Yeah, I think for me, it's one, the look on their face when they see that their home can be organized. I think a lot of people don't think that their home can be organized for various reasons, maybe space issues because they live in more of a downtown setting, or how their closet or kitchen is laid out. Some people have interesting layouts, but everyone's home can be organized. So I think it's the surprise on their face, as well as you can see the stress leaving their body, that now this mental load has been taken off and given to someone else, and now has actually been achieved, and now they can be in their home and make it a relaxed environment, because your home should be your haven and shouldn't be this place that you go and get stressed out.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, your home should be your haven. And I mean, there's enough places around us to get stressed out. So,
That's right.
yeah, so finding a haven where you can lower your stress, that's great.
Mhm.
Well, thank you. These tips have been so helpful. And so, as you're working with your clients, can you just walk us through the process of what it's like to work with you? If we became a client with you, what would it be like? And do you work with people like in all different places or just a specific area?
Sure. So how it works is you would go on our website, mellowspaces.com, and you would set up a free virtual consultation. So on the free virtual consultation, it would be on Zoom, and you would just be showing me around your space. Now, you don't need to tidy up before we have the consultation. A lot of people are actually embarrassed to show us their home, but there's nothing to be embarrassed about. We've literally seen everything. So we want to see your home how it is, because that's how we can best help you organize for your family. So it's a quick 30 to 60-minute meeting where you just show us around your home. And then from there, I can kind of give you an estimate on how many hours it's going to take. And then from there, we would send the contract and invoice. And then what we do is we bring our team in, and our team helps you organize your spaces. So we do one space at a time. So what we do for each space is we take everything out. And now this is the part where clients get really overwhelmed, because we've come into your home, we've taken everything out of a space, and now you can really see how much stuff you have. You'd be surprised how much stuff you can shove into a closet. You'd be shocked. So we take everything out and we sort everything by category for you. And then we bring you in, and what your job is your job is to decide what to keep, toss, or donate. And we hold your hand through this process, and we kind of give you tips and guidelines of how many items you should keep of each. If you're asking our advice, we're happy to give you advice on what you should keep. But ultimately, it's up to the client what they want to keep and what they want to donate. We don't pressure them to donate anything they don't want to donate. And then from there, once you have your keep pile, we then put everything back into the space in an aesthetically pleasing way. Also included in our packages is shopping. So if your budget allows, or if you're interested, we bring organizational products. And that just kind of helps with maintaining the systems, especially in drawers, if you have small containers, bins, etc. We can organize without organizing products, but even a budget of a few $100s is preferred just to get your space to the next level. So yeah, so once your space is organized and you have your pile of donations, every time we leave, we take a carload of donations with us. And that just allows you to not have to worry about anything. So it's an all-inclusive service. We come in, we help you organize, we take your donations and we leave. And now your space is the way that it should be.
Wow, that's incredible. That sounds like so stress relieving, just that whole process. Like you just take care of it and you don't have to worry. So that's awesome. So, as far as location, are you specific to areas in Canada or where are you at in location wise?
Yeah, so we offer in-home organizing services. So what I just described, so that is located in the Lower Mainland. So that is on the west coast of Canada in Vancouver, BC area. We also will travel if you're interested. We can also offer you virtual organizing services. So that would be where we would be communicating through Zoom, and I would be sending you detailed plans, and we would be talking through Zoom, and you can hold up clothes, etc. And we'd be walking you through the process via online. And then there would be homework, etc., and some tips sent to you. And we can also talk about, organizing products and what would specifically work for your space.
Okay, that's great. Well, it sounds like you offer a wide variety of services, so you can accommodate quite a few different people. So, yeah, that's awesome. So, anything else you would like to add about any, free resources or anything else you'd like to add to let us know about your what you do or how we can be more organized?
Sure. One tip I have that I think is the key mistake that everyone makes is that everyone gets really excited about organizing their home and they like to go shopping. So they go to the stores I mentioned earlier and they buy a lot of organizing products. And then they come home and they try to organize their space. And then they realize that, oh, none of the organizing products seem to work, but they're marketed as, this is for spices. There's different products marketed for different spaces in your home. But just because they're marketed as that doesn't mean that they work for that in your space. So I highly, highly caution people to not buy organizing products, which is shocking to say as a professional organizer, but you first want to declutter, organize the space, and then after you already know what is going to be in that space, then you can measure the space and then you can buy the organizing products, because almost every single home that we've gone to, people have mountains of organizing products, and we can't even use these organizing products because they don't work in your space. They don't fit in the cupboards. They don't work for the space that you have. So the first step is declutter, organize, and then buy the organizing products.
That is a great tip, and that would save people a lot of money. Uh,
Yes,
yeah, I know I've personally, yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm like, I don't even know how to use all these things.
that's
Yeah,
right, exactly.
no, thank you so much. And so, yeah, I want to shout out your website one more time. So you can go to www.mello, mello spaces.com, and we're currently working on a checklist. And so go to the website and you can see there she's working on a checklist that's a free maintenance checklist for every season in your home. And I think that's such a great resource that you can go to and check that out. And she also has the free consultations on her website. Um, so thank you, Melanie. This has been so helpful. Just feeling more like confident, like, okay, we can do this. Because I
That's right.
think, for a lot of people just feel so overwhelmed they don't even get started. They don't even do
Yeah.
anything. And so I think these are really great tips just to help us feel more confident and feel like, yes, we can do this. So thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you and we appreciate your time. Thank you for listening, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.